Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's start out with a little bit of warm-up, and we will start with the defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. Do you have personal knowledge of his observations of walking through the building? Yes, correct. I walked with him. Yes, you walked with him. Okay. Do you know, would it have been Ramon's role to approve the installation? That was my understanding. Yes, your understanding. Okay. Were you with him when he would have approved it? Every time Ramon and the rest of them would come out, yes, I walked with them. Okay, and do you recall Ramon ever making any statements about the tiles? Just that he thought it looked great. Okay, that's your only recollection. Yeah, okay, and because it did, they do look great, but okay, perfect, thank you, that's all I have. One more question, where the tile was placed during the remodel. Prior to that, I believe you indicated it was concrete. Yes. The walkways in? Yeah, the same. The entrance? Yes, they were cement, including the ramp, the subject ramp. Yes. Did you notice an increase in falls after the install happened? Well, yeah. Were there any falls on the concrete before? No, not any that I took or was notified of. Okay, because it happened so quickly. I mean, they did a complete remodel on the whole building, painting. There was a lot of work being done. Okay, all right, I'm done. Okay, I am going to go ahead and offer the following stipulation: that the court reporter be relieved of her duties under the Code of Civil Procedure. She's going to compile a transcript of what happened today, and she's going to forward it to us, which we will then forward to Mitch. Or is it customary for, should we go off the record? Well, I was going to say I'm going to forward it to me, and I will forward it to you. You'll need to review it, sign it, and send it back to us. And with regard to custody, we'll retain the original, and it will be provided to anybody who wishes to have it. And if the original transcript is lost, stolen, or otherwise unavailable at the time of trial, parties stipulate to using a certified copy of the transcript in lieu thereof. Can I add that I'd like to just attach the entire set of documents as Exhibit 8? Just to clarify, do you mean I've already marked as exhibits the top 3? Do you want? Yeah, I want the entire paper clipped set attached again in total as Exhibit 8. It will have your exhibits marked accordingly, but as an additional exhibit, write an additional exhibit, the entire thing. We have it if we need it. For clarification, you have 2 that you added exhibits. I only added 1, Exhibit 7. Then I think we added the PMB incident report. Anything else on the record? Yeah, before we close out, the 909 step safe invoice, was that added as an exhibit? It was, and that was Exhibit 8. Then my exhibit would be Exhibit 9. Okay, great. Counsel, did you specify in your stipulation as to when you would notify us of any changes that the deponent made to his transcript? I did not. Is 30 days customary? That's fine. Fine. Yeah, it's what we usually do. Are you going anywhere for a lengthy period of time? Fly to the moon here, get away from everybody? No, I don't have plans to take any vacations. So 30 days from your receipt, counsel. That would be great. You'll notify us of changes. So stipulated, so stipulated, so stipulated, so stipulated. All right. Now back to our transcript. And we will start with the plaintiff attorney. Ready? Here we go. Couple of feet. In fact, in your deposition on page 36, you recall you indicated you traveled probably 5 or 10 yards and then you stopped, correct? Correct. Okay, it's your testimony today that Ms. Young's vehicle is green. Correct. Okay, sir, you do agree that as you were approaching where the lanes changed from 2 lanes to 3 and then 4 lanes, you were traveling behind the BTL tanker trailer the whole time. Do you agree with that? Yes. Can we say, just for argument's sake, for at least a quarter of a mile, you're traveling behind that tractor trailer in the left through lane? That's correct. Okay, and he's traveling in front of you, right? He's in front of me. Okay. What speed are you going throughout that period of time? The speed limit. Okay, and when the opportunity comes for you to when the lanes change from 2 lanes to 4, your testimony is you immediately went into the left turn lanes. Correct. Okay, could the tanker trailer have done that? No. Why not? He could have squeezed in there, but he didn't. No, I'm talking about before, as he's traveling in front of you, he could have taken the same path and gone into those merge lanes as well. He could have, right? Just like you did, just like I did. And do you agree with me? You heard me in opening statement. Do you agree that when you're traveling down Mattawoman Beantown Road and you're in the 2 through lanes and the turn lanes are coming up, if you want to get into one of those turn lanes, you essentially just go straight into it. Do you agree with that? That is correct. Okay, there's no real turning over to the left, right? You just stay where you are and it automatically filters you straight into that left turn lane. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? That's the way it was for you on the date of the accident, right? That was the way for me, okay? But is your testimony that the tanker truck, instead of staying straight and filtering right into that left turn lane, it went off to the right to follow the through lane, the left through lane. He stayed straight. Do you agree that that tractor trailer that you saw, the tanker trailer, do you agree that it ultimately did make a left turn on Leonardtown Road? Yes, I do agree with that. Do you agree that it ultimately made the left turn from the right left turn lane? Ultimately, okay. When you were filtering into the left turn lane, ultimately, well, you were behind the tractor trailer. What was the distance between the front of your vehicle and the rear of the tanker trailer as you were approaching where the lanes open up into the turn lanes? I can't recall. Okay, but you agree that you got from wherever you were at that point up to a point where you're next to the rear tandem wheels of the tanker trailer. You agree with that, right? Yes. Did you accelerate up to that point? No. Did the tanker trailer decelerate back to that point? He could have, but I don't recall. Okay, was the tanker trailer accelerating or decelerating at the time that it entered, as you say, it entered into your lane? I can't recall. Okay, do you know how fast Ms. Young was going in her Honda? No, I don't. She didn't have a Honda. Sorry, in her Dodge. I do apologize. You're quite correct. Thank you for clearing that up for me so the record is clear. Do you know how fast she was going in her Dodge? No, I don't. Okay. When you changed lanes, as you described abruptly, into the left lane, into the lane that Ms. Young was in, did you accelerate or did you decelerate, or did you maintain your constant speed? It happened so abruptly, I don't recall. Do you recall whether you applied the brakes as you made the lane change into the left lane? I don't recall. Okay, but up until that point, you do recall that you were traveling at a constant speed at the speed limit up until the point that you made the abrupt lane change to the left? Yes. Okay, but whether or not you accelerated or decelerated or braked or whatever, you have no knowledge in terms of the lane change. I just can't remember. Okay, but you do remember you didn't indicate, correct, and you do remember you didn't sound your horn when you saw a tanker trailer coming into your lane. I do remember that, okay? I remember just getting out of his way. Okay, in terms of the distance from Leonardtown Road to the point where the accident occurred, what was that distance? In my original statement, I said I recall I used a football field to kind of judge it, so I said it was about 80 yards. All right, that will conclude our Q&A practice.